In the shadowed corridors of ancient Rome, where marble statues whispered of forgotten gods and unseen forces, there existed a world hidden from the ordinary eye, a world of secret gatherings, cryptic symbols, and forbidden knowledge. These were the mystery schools, sacred sanctuaries of wisdom where the most profound spiritual truths were revealed to those deemed worthy. But why were they banned? What was so dangerous about this hidden knowledge that the mighty Roman Empire felt compelled to erase it? Imagine a time when philosophy was not mere speculation, but a sacred path to divine awakening. The mystery schools, rooted in the ancient traditions of Egypt, Greece, and Babylon, offered more than mere teachings. They promised transformation. They spoke of the microcosm within the macrocosm, teaching initiates that just as the stars danced in cosmic harmony, so too could the human soul align with higher realms. The knowledge was not simply intellectual, it was experiential, a direct communion with the unseen forces of the universe. But power, both spiritual and political, has always walked a delicate line. The Roman authorities saw these schools not as temples of enlightenment, but as threats to their control. The mystery schools taught that true power came from within, that each soul contained a spark of the divine, a truth that undermined the emperor's claim to absolute authority. To rule, Rome needed obedient citizens, not awakened beings who recognized their own sovereignty. The origins of these mystery schools stretched back into the mists of time. Influenced by the Hermetic teachings of ancient Egypt, the Orphic rites of Greece, and the mystical traditions of Babylon, they wove a tapestry of hidden wisdom. At their core was the belief that reality was layered, that the material world was but a shadow of a higher divine reality. Initiates were taught to pierce this veil, ascending through secret rituals, meditative practices, and symbolic rebirth. Each school had its own focus. The Eleusinian mysteries, for example, centered around the myth of Persephone's descent into the underworld and her return, a metaphor for the soul's journey through death and rebirth. The Pythagorean Brotherhood explored the sacred nature of numbers, believing that mathematics was the language of the cosmos. The Hermetic traditions, said to be inspired by the wisdom of Thoth, or Hermes Trismegistus, revealed the alchemical laws that governed both the universe and the human spirit. These teachings were not for the faint of heart. Admission into a mystery school was no simple task. Prospective initiates underwent intense trials, symbolic deaths, isolation, and deep contemplation, all designed to dissolve their ego and prepare them for the revelation of higher truths. Silence was a sacred law, for the mysteries were not meant to be spoken, but experienced. It was said that to reveal the secrets to the uninitiated was not only forbidden, it was dangerous, for without proper preparation, such knowledge could unhinge the mind. As whispers of mystical rites and secret initiations spread, fear and suspicion grew. The Roman Senate, ever wary of anything that could challenge their grip on the populace, declared these schools subversive. Edicts were passed, gatherings were outlawed, and those caught practicing the ancient arts faced exile. Or worse, the spiritual veil was forcibly drawn shut, and the keys to these sacred mysteries were buried beneath layers of fear and propaganda. Yet, despite the bans, the flame of esoteric wisdom never fully extinguished. It flickered in the hidden symbols of art and architecture, in the coded language of philosophers, and in the whispered teachings passed from master to student in secret. The knowledge survived, not because it was written down, but because it was lived and remembered by those who carried the spark. In this video, we will unveil the hidden story of why the mystery schools were banned in ancient Rome. We will explore the powerful truths they sought to protect, the cosmic insights they offered, and how their suppression was not just an act of political control, but a battle over the very nature of human consciousness. Prepare to journey beyond the veil and rediscover the forbidden wisdom that once threatened an empire. For those who seek to awaken the ancient spark within, remember, the true mysteries are never truly lost. They wait silently for those with eyes to see and hearts to understand.